one of the most common questions we get at Zen's Tea House is, hey, can I take this tea to lose weight? I love the golden milk. One of the follow-up questions is, do you know about nutrition? Have you spoken with a nutritionist? How is your nutrition? And so we have a certified holistic and functional nutritionist here today, Maritza Worthington. So, Maritza, first question that all of our customers are interested in is, how important is nutrition?
Wow. So, I mean, that's a great question because nutrition is a huge part of the equation. It is so foundational. If you're interested in the tea and the supplements, that's great. Keep doing that. But don't forget to check in with your nutrition, your diet. So, I think oftentimes people get caught up with the replacement, with the magic solution, the magic pill, that one thing that's going to, cure all. And it's important to consider the whole picture. So we have to think about the body as a whole and what it truly needs.
Very holistic. So that's a question. What does the body need? Everyone's body is different. When people are asking about the organic golden milk, they're asking, hey, I heard it's great for X, Y, and Z. And traditionally, it is really well sought after for its medicinal benefits. But everyone's body is different. So if you're looking to lose weight, what are the top two things that if you're looking to lose weight and you're as a nutritionist, what are you looking for, Maritza? For let's say a woman who is 30 years old and maybe has one baby. What type of nutrition is important for that?
Right. So if somebody comes to me with a weight loss goal, I'm thinking about it from a multifaceted perspective. So weight loss is the result that the person wants to get. However, we have to look deeper into it. So we can't talk about weight loss without addressing stress, right? So stress is so huge because when cortisol levels are elevated, that's when women especially tend to gain in the midsection. And that's sort of the body's way of protecting itself, right? So you have to address stress, right? Reducing cortisol, maybe through stress management techniques, bringing in some adaptogenic formulas, right? And exactly, breathing. Mm-hmm. That's very important too. And then on top of that, looking into digestion, hormonal imbalances, inflammation, and really trying to shift the inner ecosystem, right? So I don't think it's enough for people to say, I just want to lose weight, right? It has to be a decision and a commitment to really shift your inner ecology, right? Because that's where weight loss is a byproduct of you just being healthy and living a healthy lifestyle. So I really recommend for people to start thinking about it from that perspective instead of, I just want to lose weight to be skinny, right?
We get a lot of people. And granted, that's kind of our generation. We're consumer people. And so naturally we think, well, I'm going to take this and I'm going to take this and I'm going to eat whatever I want because I know that these top two products, they're going to help me lose weight. They're going to help me reach my physical goal. And the reality is their ecosystem is not healthy.
Yes, and so what happens too is your body is getting mixed messages. So if you're looking to lose weight, the tea is excellent, right? You want to intake a lot of these warm type of foods such as tea, broth, right? All of that's really good, and keep doing that. But at the same time, are you sending your body mixed messages to where you're drinking the tea, you're drinking the nutrition is somewhat there, but then on the weekends or you'll have like some pizza on the side and then wash it down with tea. It doesn't really work that way, right? So you have to consider what you're putting into your body. And at that point, the tea that you're taking in is assisting the diet, right? And so that's really how it works. So that's when I really see change in people, is when they're considering nutrition and supplementing that with, the right tea and supplements, right?
That's a great question, Maritza. Now, for our consumers who are watching and those who are not consumers, maybe they never tried Zen's Tea House, and maybe they never met with a nutritionist. Granted, Organic MediZen, that is Maritza's website, www.organicmedizen.com.
Medicine.
Yeah, she's based here in Fullerton. So one of the questions that I have to present to people who are interested in being healthier or looking at their diet, their weight, or even their cortisone level, which is really important. The question is very self-inflective, is do I want to take the next step to find out, is my ecosystem healthy? Now, that's a weighted question. It's also a very difficult one. We're going to be doing a Facebook Live later talking about mental stress and just how mental it is to go on a journey to clean up one's you called it
I call it ecosystem.
Ecosystem.
Yeah, your internal environment.
So you have good nutrition, bad nutrition. What's good for the ecosystem? What is bad for one's ecosystem? Is it universal? Are there a couple things that, it's St. Patrick's Day. There are a lot of people drinking and being Irish today. Yeah, that's being Irish as in drinking Irish car bombs and such. That's fun, that's cool, but maybe some people can't physically handle it because of their ecosystem has just consumed too much, or they're on medication. Maybe they're on a special diet. How does that work out with what's good for one's ecosystem and what's not so good?
So this question seems like it would be simple to answer, but there's so many layers to it. So the simple solution to that question is, okay, what's good? A salad is good, pizza, bad, right? But where it gets complex and perhaps a little more nuanced is when we're dealing with unique individuals, right? So what you might need is very different than what I might need. And so at that point, it's more about bio-individuality, right? And so figuring out exactly what that person thrives on, right? So a way that I do this in my practice is through food sensitivity testing, right? Digging a lot deeper into food sensitivities. And this is where it gets interesting because I've had people who are highly reactive to cucumber, sometimes even turmeric, right? Foods that we presumably see as superfoods and healthy for us. And so that's where it gets a little more complex. And that's when it's good to really, talk to a practitioner about figuring out what is it that your ecosystem thrives on? What is your nutritional blueprint?
That is such a good question. And this is coming from a certified holistic and functional nutritionist. She does practice this. This is her expertise. And so this is really important because, Zen's Tea House, we work with licensed medical physicians, people who are genuinely interested in taking care of people. And you see this in Western medicine, Eastern medicine, naturopathy. All these are really good. Chiropractor as well, big fan of chiropractor, is we think that turmeric is great for everything. But you just explained that someone's sensitivity might not be able to consume turmeric. So as much as people really like golden milk, turmeric is a base ingredient. This is a really important aspect to understand when you're looking at one's ecosystem. That was a great example, by the way. That was totally organic. This is an organic.
All about the organic.
Yeah, keep it organic. So the people who are watching live on Instagram and live on Facebook, we're going to edit it later.
Right. So you want to make sure that you are eating organic, right? So it's also about quality of the food, right? Quality products, quality food.
Product placement.
Yes.
That's just an example. So where can people learn more about nutrition? Where can they find your information, Maritza?
So you can find my information on my website, organicmedizen.com. I also have my Facebook, my Instagram, Organic Medizen, right? So I post daily inspiration on my Instagram, and I also post on my Facebook. I'll be doing a lot more lives lately, really diving into some of these deep topics that people are often confused about because there's so many misconceptions surrounding nutrition, right? And so I'm looking to really debunk and help more people understand what it is and what it means for them ultimately.
Yeah, a common misconception is, look, I hear that elderberry, it's great for everything, or ginseng, or cucumbers, but some people can have a food sensitivity. Breathing is good for everyone.
Yeah, that's all around.
There are some universal things that people can just benefit from. One is physical exercise. Even though people think, oh, I'm going to go get a gym membership, I'm going to get healthy, but maybe their nutrition wise, they're not going to be able to do super heavy weights or even do some CrossFit actions because maybe physically their ecosystem is not set up that way. Maybe at one time it was, but with age and just the environment, when last time we talked about environmental health with June, is that plays an influence. So we're going to do a question on Instagram. Do you see anything on that? I know our internet's a little off right now. But so, okay, now one of the things with tea, why is tea, that's probably not a very good question. So tea is generally universal health benefit, but here's an example. Who are some people that probably shouldn't be drinking tea? Mind you, Zen's Tea House is totally setting this up. This is a legitimate question.
Yeah, so I mean, certain, pregnant women, there's certain herbs that they have to stay away from, right? So there's contraindications depending on what life circumstance you're in. But like I said, it can also be really good. Like some of the herbs can help enhance detoxification, which I often do use in my practice as well, right? So herbal remedies can be great for detox, reducing inflammation. But of course, if that's paired with the nutrition, right? So you have to consider that as well. But it really depends on that person's unique needs and, just understanding where they're coming from. Like pregnant women should definitely be avoiding certain herbs, right? Because of where they're at that time.
Yeah, hence why you want to speak to a nutritionist, preferably a certified holistic functional nutritionist. Okay, today is St. Patrick's Day 2018. Thank you for joining us. This Facebook Live is available to the general public. Please forward it to your friends and family, anyone who's interested in not only losing weight, but overall interested in improving their ecosystem. For Organic Medicine, take a look at Maritza's Facebook, and her Instagram, and her website. All right, thank you very much. Hope you have a wonderful day.
Thanks for having me.
Awesome.